Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to review a couple of horse games and talk a little bit about visibility. So visibility as far as Roblox basically means how much are people actually seeing your game when they're searching for it. If they're searching stable, you would obviously want your game to come up very early on in the listings, or if they're searching horse, you want it to come up very soon. So suppose your game is one of these top games, well then you must be doing something right. But if you scroll down here, not a lot of people are going to scroll down here because as you get further down, there's more sponsored ads. A lot of stuff starts to get really irrelevant, and you can see that um, the icons start to get really different. So, what I'm going to talk about today is how you can make your game to come from one of these, maybe if it's down here, where there's 0 players, the ratings are relatively low, all the way back up to here at the beginning where we have 92% rating and a really high player count. So how we can raise that player count, how we can make your game appear to more players when they search or even when they go on the front page. Now, personally, I would say the most effective way to get players in your game is to get other people who are their friends to join them. If you make your game a friend experience that they can invite their friends to and that anybody can join, you make it really accessible to new players, you invite new people to come into the game, and you encourage people to have their friends join. For example, if you're going to start a role play, ask everybody to invite all their friends before you start the role play. Or if you're going to start a, say a jumps race or something like that, tell everybody to have their friends join. Host events, have people, you know, incentivized to have their friends join. And a lot of games are latching onto that concept by prompting players to invite their friends with the new invite prompt that can pop up while you're playing games, or even give monetary give people monetary incentives, like they give people a certain amount of coins or money in the game if they invite friends, or bonuses and things like that. So you don't necessarily have to add bonuses, but you should absolutely encourage friends to join and make it a friendly place, a really hospitable place for friends to join. Because one of the places that your game is going to show up, and one of the most common places that your game is going to show up, if it doesn't show up here, is if a player goes to their home tab and sees their friend playing it. So you want the game to look really inviting when they are looking through their friends list and they're like, who do I want to join? This person right here is playing Animal Simulator. That looks pretty cool. I really like that icon. So people are going to see that and think, hey, that's a fun game, and my friend's already playing it, so why don't I just join them too? Or even if they don't really like the game, they might give it a try just because they're friends in it. So, one of the most important things is to make your game really inviting to friends. Alright, guys, this is probably one of the easiest ones you can do with your game that really helps to increase visibility if you have a lot of friends, especially. Is that when they go to your creations page, they're going to see all of the games that you created. However, they're not just going to see every game that you've ever established. They're only going to see the ones that you choose to put up there. So if you're curious as to how to do this, you simply go to the game page, you tap this little thing right here, and this says remove from profile, but normally if you have it like not on your profile yet, it will say add a profile. And if a game that you really love is not already on your profile, you definitely want to add it. That way, when people view your profile, they'll see your best games and they'll want to play those first. The next tip I have for you guys is really important because I don't know how many of you guys have been told before not to judge a book by its cover, but obviously on Roblox, there's not going to be a lot of people doing that. People are going to judge every game by its cover. So you really want to make it look really interesting to players. Now, a lot of games utilize some art made on like electronic things like that, and I think it's really nice on most games, but you have to make sure that whatever art you're using has to be professional and it has to be either made by you or commissioned from somebody. It can't be stolen art or just stolen images off the internet. But I obviously think these logos up here at the top look really professional. This logo right here is showing the new updates in the game. That's another really important tactic if you want players to come back to your game even after not playing it for a long time. You want to show that your game is always changing and moving in a different direction so that players will come back to see the new feature even if they didn't like it the first time they played. But you can also use screenshots from the game, do a little bit of effects, Horse Racing Club. This is a really impressive logo. It's also really nice to put the name of the game in the in the icon here, because then it makes it a lot easier for players to find it. Um, but you want your logo to look really nice. Now, some examples of logos that don't look great. Here's a screenshot right here that could use a little bit of improvement. Even if they just turned the player toward the screen and cropped it a little bit more here, I think would really improve the look. Um, some other games we got around here. This one, obviously, it's been, cut up, and this is probably not their image, as you can see, because it looks like it's probably just a screenshot off of Google. Never use images that you don't own. This is really great art that they probably made themselves, but it would have been really improved if they made it a perfect square or cropped it down so that it fit into the logo. People are going to judge your game based on what they see for the first time, because there's so many games out there that they're just going to see, this square, and they're going to judge your entire game based off of it. Now, some of you are probably down, like already scrolling down in the comments thinking, Mary, I don't know how to make logos. How am I supposed to make my game look nice if I can't make logos, if I can't do effects or anything like that? If you don't know how to do that, sign yourself up for a free account on Canva. It's the easiest thing ever. You don't have to be a graphic designer to use it. It's 100% free, and you just simply go in here, search logo, pick yourself out a square logo. You can pick out from like a bajillion templates that are all different things that look really nice, really professional. You can even type in things that are related to your game and simply just put in here whatever your name's the name of your game is. Like say you have I don't know, um, Pony Stables game. Like literally anything. It's that simple, and this is free. Like all of this stuff is free, and you can use it without violating anyone's copyright or anything like that. So many logos to choose from. There's no reason to steal images or just have a not great logo just because you don't know how to do it. It's so easy. That's all I have for you guys today. I really encourage you to subscribe and check out the rest of my channel if you're interested in horse game development, because I am in the process of developing a game right now. So if you want to see the work in progress, I would highly recommend subscribing and looking around for that release date. It's not. It's probably going to be released before the end of this summer, but it's still in development right now. So I'm working really hard on it, and I'll let you guys know as soon as there are any more updates. And even if you're just into horse game making in general, you know, consider subscribing. It would really help me out.